तुमने अपने पति के लिए क्या बचा के रखा है?
अपना घर, कार, बैंक बैलेंस, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा।
लेकिन अपनी पवित्रता नहीं। मेरा प्यार ही मेरा घर है, मेरी चाहत ही मेरी कार है, और मेरी पवित्रता ही मेरा बैंक बैलेंस है।
I apologize to make you go through that and probably cause mental trauma even with such a brief scene, but that's what we're planning to collectively endure with this video. For whosoever is confused on what this video is about, this is the recurring Matlab Kuch Bhi episode on the channel where we shed light on movie sequences that have caused us an aneurysm because of the regressive and sexist ideologies that they preach and sometimes just dismiss all the norms of basic knowledge in physics. The series is not restricted to just Hindi cinema, as some of the problems that we like to think is only restricted to Bollywood content actually persists in other industries as well. Just off topic, I had to bring up, don't you think that the romantic storyline or subplot of Pushpa can have its own Matlab Kuch Bhi segment? Telugu fans have notified me on how Allu Arjun films and the courting process with the opposite sex being problematic has been consistent with his filmography, but Pushpa and its moments really made me cringe. I heard from some outlets that they are actually cutting some of the scenes as family audiences have communicated that they felt uncomfortable as he cupped the heroine's breast and doesn't let go of it even after she reprimands him for the same. Let me also know what you thought about the same in the comments below. Are people just fearful of pointing out these problematic tropes for the vitriol that they will receive from fan accounts online? Anyway, I'm just curious, so let me know in the comments below. Before I get to the video, also a huge shout out to the Instagram page Bollywood Shitpost, which is essentially an offshoot of a Matlab Kuch Bhi page at this point that you will find hilarious. Some of my references are clearly inspired by his posts. Getting right into the video now, here is Tried and Refused Productions with 5 shocking Indian movie scenes that will leave you speechless. Chand Ka Tukda. Odd casting decisions is a fascinating topic to discuss when it comes to Hindi films, but when it comes to the one actor who has possibly acted with everyone under the sky across several languages and generations, it has to be the late Sridevi. One of the pairings you in retrospect won't believe actually existed was the romantic storyline between Salman Khan and Sridevi in the film Chand Ka Tukda that released in 1994. A character that is extremely rich in London is instructed by his mother to get a Chand Ka Tukda from India. Basically, every older woman's dream, a perfect bahu.
जो कोई भी मेरी बहू को देखे बस यही कहे कि ये दुल्हन नहीं चांद का टुकड़ा है.
He holds a meeting with his company employees and notifies them of the same. He is heading for his own Swayamvar to India. Little does he know that the characters in the film are posing Sridevi in front of him in different avatars so that he can fall in love with her and they can possess his monetary assets. They do this by kidnapping Sridevi's family so that she feels compelled to do the same. When a provocative dance is presented in front of Salman, a man of ideals and Indian Sanskriti has this to say.
तो श्याम, तुझे कैसी लड़की पसंद है? जो सर से पांव तक हिंदुस्तानी हो. माँ ने कहा था कि जो भी उसे देखे, कहे कि वो चांद का टुकड़ा है.
Now presented the way he exactly likes his woman, he of course falls head over heels for her and uses a wingman in the form of a literal child who is definitely not raised well, as his go-to for getting Salman the girl is this.
कल उसने एक ट्रैजिक मूवी देखी थी. उसमें हीरो ने आत्महत्या कर ली थी क्योंकि हीरोइन ने उसके प्यार को ठुकरा दिया था. और अगर आप भी उसके प्यार को ठुकरा देंगी तो समझ लो वो मर गया.
The film is an absolute absurd mess and this sequence is a testament to the same. I present to you Mahmood playing Babu Moshai and presenting his daughters as probably candidates to Salman's Chand Ka Tukda. The cringe is unreal.
मैंने अपने लिए दुल्हन पसंद कर ली है.
पापा नहीं, मेरा होने वाला शोनिल्ला. ऐसा मत कहिए, नहीं तो मेरा तीनों बेटी जवानी में ही जान दे देगा.
Googly. Before Yash had become a known national face in India with the monumental success of KGF, his filmography boasts of leading roles in Kannada films that started in 2008, and one of his most successful ventures was the film titled Googly starring Kriti Kharbanda opposite him. The crazy part about this film is the polarizing result of a movie being extremely successful and at the same time the audience clearly being privy and identifying its problematic themes. The hero Sharad is a man who absolutely hates women. He hates the concept of love and anyone who makes a pass at him. He has the most odd reprimanding reactions. His favorite line throughout the movie is talking about Aaj Kal Ki Ladkiyan, where he passes off generalized statements about women and how they only have an intention to use men.
लड़कियों के फैशन टेंशन, लड़कों का टेंशन ज्यादा हुआ तो इमोशन, इमोशन ज्यादा हो गया तो रैट पॉइजन, इन सब से मैं रखता हूँ डिस्टेंस। इस ईंट से मैं तुम्हारा सर फोड़ दूंगा।
He inadvertently falls in love with Swati, but he is deeply insecure and suspicious of Swati's each move. When he sees her interact with a friend, he privately meets the same guy to tell him this.
अब वो आएगी तो तू उससे 100 मीटर डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करके बात करना, वरना तेरा मुंह तोड़ दूंगा। चल निकल। ठीक है।
Shockingly, when the female lead has a terrible accident and the friend comes to help her in the hospital, he barges in and gives her a lecture without trying to understand the predicament that she was in.
मैं तो तुझे कितनी अच्छी लड़की समझ रहा था, लेकिन तू भी औरों की तरह निकली। कोई दूसरा लड़का मिला नहीं कि शुरू हो जाती है।
The red flags were not enough as the hero becomes a successful businessman, says sorry and reunites with her to have a happily ever after. Vinaya Videha Rama. With the anticipation of RRR, I was curious about Ram Charan's recent filmography and I came across the Boya directed Vinaya Videha Rama that released in 2019, and my god did I make a severe mistake of treading on this path. The basic law of physics and time go out of the window in this film. You can still let go of some of the sequences as creative liberty if the film is entertaining, but my god, it would be absolutely criminal to not acknowledge the capability of this film to kill your brain cells. In one of the climax scenes, as Vivek Oberoi, the antagonist, is about to kill the hero's brother in the outskirts of the border of Bihar, where no law applies, the brother sends his location to Ramcharan, who is at Vizag airport. The very next scene is of Ram riding a horse and having reached the location while being chased by goons, as if time stood still for the hero just to make the commute across the country. The most incoherent and over-the-top action scenes exist in this film, one being the cherry on top when Vivek Oberoi wants to showcase to the public on how evil he is, so he gets a venomous snake to bite him 4 times, leading logically to the death of the snake rather than Vivek Oberoi. By the way, one of the main reasons why Kiara Advani is known for her appearance in this film is because the creators choose to spend a lot of time showcasing her sweaty body as she works out. Nothing more and nothing less. Somebody rightly pointed out that this was considered to be an assault to the senses. Okka Magadu. Whenever I think about Nandamuri Balakrishna, I think of the contrast of two worlds, one that represents a star that is celebrated in the state for his mass appeal, and the other an actor that has countless number of times created perfect templates for memes to be shared on social media. Going through his filmography, you always experience a dichotomy of the same. Can you forgive the over-the-top pitch of a film because it hides under the guise of mass commercial cinema, even forget about the socially problematic instances in his films because hey, this is entertainment and we should leave our logical brains outside theatres? I'm a bit torn about this same argument. His 2008 film Okka Magadu, however, has to be just considered to be torture in every shape and form. A celebration of a star where the women constantly lust over him and remind us of how good looking he is. A romantic scene is showcased with melodious background music as the man gropes the woman in a train consistently. Because she already fancies him, she doesn't mind him touching her anywhere. Something traumatic and a lot of women's reality in their daily commute is showcased as cute and frivolous. When she bumps into him and complains to his family of his creepy ways that intrinsically she enjoyed, he says that it was his twin who did the same. This is how she teaches him a lesson. After the absurd Kama Sutra positions, she corners him to apologize, and if not, she will take off her clothes and say that he ripped them off. He scolds her instead and tells her to give him a tour of where all he groped her, and again, showcased in a romantic gesture. The creepiness is off the charts in this film, and the hilarious part is that each heroine lusts for Balaya. Even Anushka Shetty not taking consent from Balaya and pouncing on him. I definitely need to cleanse myself after this travesty. Kis Kis Ko Pyar Karu. The case of polygamy and Bollywood treating it as comedy has been a regular feature when it comes to the Matlab Kuch Bhi series. I've spoken about it almost being passed off as the norm in movies like Gharwali Baharwali, Sajan Chale Sasural and Judai as well. The concept of how women will not really protest or find it problematic if they share a husband with another woman. I think a movie that was shockingly successful at the box office and took the same concept and took it actually to a whole new level was Kapil Sharma's lead debut titled Kis Kis Ko Pyar Karu, where the man literally has 3 wives and is advised by his lawyer friend to book 3 flats in the same colony right above one another so that he can manage all of them. The character is portrayed as having been forced or pushed in the corner emotionally, and hence he had to marry the women. More than that, he has a girlfriend on the side as well. Kapil Sharma definitely has the skills that all of us mortals cannot fathom. In one sequence that definitely takes the intelligence of the audience for granted, one of his wives hosts a party for which she calls the other two wives that have become her friends. And this is the way of him being in disguise, and guess what? He doesn't get recognized. A getup that would put Rab ne Bana Di Jodi to shame. Things get murky when underwears get dropped from balconies, wives become friends with one another, and Jimmy Lever, the bai, gets suspicious of Kapil Sharma. The hilarious part is that when he gets married to his girlfriend, basically his fourth marriage, and it is revealed shockingly to the three wives who are attending the wedding, this is the emotional speech posed as a justification for all three women.
एक गलती मैंने की है माँ कि मैंने इन तीनों को एक दूसरे के बारे में नहीं बताया, क्योंकि अगर बताता तो ये अपनी जान दे देती.
Of course, all four women understand now and are empathetic immediately and decide to stay in the same apartment with one husband. I have no words other than the shocking fact that this movie released in 2015. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below whether you have some suggestions for the channel. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.